Coming up at midday with the 4th of July tomorrow, we'll tell you why celebrations can also be the most difficult time for local veterans. And a former Olympian is indicted by the federal government, how it's connected to alleged reflecting pool vandalism. Your midday news starts now.
This is Ozarks First News, Midday.
Welcome to Ozarks First News at midday. I'm Stoker Wieczorek. Jesse Inman has the day off. Another hot day is taking shape in the Ozarks as we move into the holiday weekend. And here's a live look over Lake of the Ozarks. You can see some people getting out on the water there. We're keeping an eye on some rain chances for the weekend. Here's meteorologist Tom Schmidt. He's got a first look at our forecast. Hey, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Stoker. It's going to be another hot day outside, like I was saying. We're already seeing a few clouds develop for the midday hour. Hot temperatures otherwise, and looking at the flags on the square camera in Springfield, not much wind out there. Pretty still, pretty limp, so the humidity is hanging in close for today. 85 degrees now, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, dew points in the low 70s. That is the oppressive category. That's where we are today. Right now, satellite and radar, starting to see some clouds pop up for the midday hour, and we'll even find a few rain showers out there for the afternoon hours, like we did yesterday. Hit or miss largely. Most spots stay dry today. Hot and otherwise, and humid. 85 in Springfield, 87 Lake Ozark, 87 in Rolla, 87 in Ava as well. So it'll be okay for today. A little warm, sure, near 90, with partly cloudy skies and a light wind out of the south. Maybe squeak out a stray shower here and there, but generally dry. Generally a pretty average July day for us on July 3rd. Now tomorrow, all eyes looking at rain chances for Saturday. There are some changes for rain in the evening. We're going to try to hold things off for later in the night, but the timing's changed just a bit. We'll take a look at the latest data coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, sounds good. Thank you. And a quick reminder, many government municipalities will be closed today in observance of Independence Day. In Springfield, city and county offices, federal buildings, and the health department will be closed. However, the post office will remain open today. It will observe the holiday tomorrow. With fireworks being a popular way to celebrate America's independence, local veterans say the holiday can be one of the toughest times of the year for those living with the wounds of war. This week I got to chat with a few local veterans about their struggles. For some veterans, the booms, flashes, and smell of gunpowder during the 4th of July can bring back memories of combat.
I have some of my own. I got POS. I got breathing problems from Agent Orange. I guess I'm doing pretty good. I'm 88. I'm going to be 89 in about 6 months.
Congrats.
I'm still upright and breathing.
One Vietnam veteran tells me after losing his younger brother in the war, he returned to Vietnam before eventually realizing his anger couldn't change what happened. Local VFW Commander Mike Brooks says those experiences help explain why many veterans struggle during the holiday.
Unfortunately, one of the coping methods some of the folks use is they'll turn the volume up on their TV or radio and try to find a quiet room and ear protection. I mean, that's about the best they can do.
Brooks says there are many ways people can be mindful of the struggles veterans still face.
Keep them in mind and maybe cut your celebrations shorter, maybe not have them go on quite as long.
Despite this, Brooks says the 4th of July should always remain a time to celebrate America's freedom. And Missouri State Highway Patrol is reminding people to celebrate the 4th of July safely this weekend. Officials say they expect heavy traffic on both the roads and the water. They tell Ozarks First a little planning can go a long way toward keeping everyone safe this weekend.
You use moderation, pre-planning, as far as sober operators, whether it's in a boat or a vehicle, choose those before you pop the top or twist the cap.
Troopers also remind boaters that shooting fireworks from a boat is against state law. The National Transportation Safety Board releases new information about a plane crash that took the lives of 11 skydivers and a pilot last month in Butler, Missouri. The NTSB provided this image of the plane moments before it crashed. Federal investigators say there were no obvious problems that would have caused the plane to crash. The skydiving company had no concerns with the pilot, who had been with them for 2 seasons. The report says the plane was consumed by fire when it crashed. Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe cuts over $50 million from Missouri's state budget on Tuesday. The vetoes included over 60 items, including some local nonprofits. Dr. Jennifer Baker, the founder of Good Dads, tells Ozarks First the money vetoed from the state's budget will have lingering effects on the services they provide to the community.
They will affect our ability to work with dads who have open child support cases. In the last 8 years, we've helped these fathers get employed.
It's not just the Good Dads organization feeling the impact. The regional manager for New Beginning Sanctuary, a nonprofit that focuses on housing for underprivileged individuals, says the cuts will have negative effects.
What that means is, they're losing their structure. So they go back to using, which relapse, and then they can potentially be homeless, leading to crime rates going up, back into DOC, more hospital stays.
And here's a live look over the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The Great American State Fair is happening in our nation's capital. It will run through July 10th. Meanwhile, former Olympic canoe racer David Hearn is indicted for allegedly vandalizing the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. The National Park Service accuses Hearn of pulling up and removing the new blue sealant at the bottom of the pool. Hearn denies the accusations and says he touched a chunk that had floated up and was still attached to the pool.
We can state and prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he caused damage.
What you see is they're trying to blame this person who was curious because things are floating in the water.
Earlier this year, President Trump launched a project to empty, clean, and repaint the pool ahead of America's 250th birthday celebration. But when crews refilled it, algae appeared and some of the blue sealant came off. For the first time ever, the Republican Party will host a midterm election convention. The two-day event will be held in Dallas, Texas this September. President Trump says this event will focus on the economy, jobs, and affordability, the border, crime, and energy. Trump has floated the idea of a midterm convention for Republicans in the past. At this time, the Democratic Party isn't hosting a midterm election convention. The party hosted conventions back in the 1970s and 80s. Well, coming up in a year full of celebrations, a Springfield shelter is also celebrating a milestone anniversary. We'll tell you how Victory Mission continues to help folks through challenging times. Our Serving the Ozarks report is next.
And now, Serving the Ozarks, sponsored by Patriot Heat and Air.
The largest homeless shelter in southwest Missouri, Victory Mission in Springfield, is celebrating 50 years this year. In this week's Serving the Ozarks, Carissa Codell explains how much it's changed in half a century.
Victory Mission is not your grandma's soup kitchen anymore.
Victory Mission serves people leaving generational poverty.
It's not like somebody woke up and said, oh, today I want to go be homeless, or I'd love to go to prison.
Offering free counseling and emergency shelter and resources to rebuild their life.
What gave you that push or that drive to try to make change?
My kids was a big part of it, but also Jesus. I came here in November of 2023, straight out of prison.
Lydia says she worked extremely hard to rebuild her life and learn not only how to save money and keep a job, but to forgive herself.
There is no life that's beyond repair. Anyone can go from living on the streets, being addicted to drugs, being incarcerated, having lost everything. It doesn't matter. They have the ability to turn their life around.
So we're serving the Ozarks by getting people back to work and getting them plugged in as productive members in our community.
Victory Mission has businesses that employ people in their program.
When you buy Equip Coffee, when you go to Mission Junk Removal, when you hire things like that, when you recycle your mattresses in the city of Springfield, you're helping us put people back to work.
Their long-term programs last an entire year.
Meeting people where they are and then trying to help understand the root causes of what got them there, and then rebuilding that and transforming their thinking from like a poverty mindset to like shifting to like an empowerment mindset.
Your life is worth saving.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Carissa Codell, Ozarks First.
Serving the Ozarks, sponsored by Patriot Heat and Air.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. Looking like a great day to be outside. Some folks taking advantage of the nice, mostly sunny weather and hot and humid weather. A good place to be for that is, of course, down at one of the lakes. Beaver Lake camera right now showed several boats leaving the docks. Meanwhile, from the Ozark, Haven Home Health and Hospice camera, we got partly cloudy skies, a little puffy cumulus developing there. Down to Casino Resort camera looks like a similar view. And then in Springfield, fairly quiet. Got some clouds in the skies and hardly a breath of wind out there, too. So pretty humid. Pretty hot, too. Right now, 85 degrees in Springfield, 87 Lake Ozark, 89 in Ava, 87 in Mountain Home. Factor in the humidity, feels like 91 in Springfield, heat index of 96 in Lake Ozark, heat index of 102 in St. Louis, and in Farmington, 97 is what it feels like now. In Jonesboro, it feels like 96 Mountain Home. So very hot, very humid, not much wind out there, so not a lot of help coming from any wind. Southwest breeze now 5 to 10 miles an hour. And looking at satellite and radar, we've got a few clouds starting to billow up now as we go to the early afternoon, and even a few rain showers starting to squeak out south of Mountain Home, southeast of Yellville, okay, parts of Marion and Baxter counties in northern Arkansas. The big picture shows the heat dome still hanging on for at least another day and a half today and through most of tomorrow. The rain and storms staying up toward north. That's going to change a little bit as we go to tomorrow night. But guess what? Over in Washington, D.C., they're hot too. 102 degrees is the forecast in our nation's capital. It's going to be just as hot today as it is going to be tomorrow as well. So more hot weather as they're having a lot of guests, a lot of visitors, of course, leading into the America 250 celebrations in Washington, D.C. It's a hot one for sure. Here locally today in Springfield, about 90 degrees. Hot weather all throughout the plains, southeast, Midwest, and the East Coast. Futurecast for today, again, maybe a few pop-up stray showers this afternoon, but generally dry, similar to yesterday. Tonight, we're going to keep things clear, and then get into Saturday. Oh boy, all eyes on Saturday. Daytime, mostly going to be fine, very similar to today. A few clouds, maybe a stray shower here and there, but daytime Saturday looks fine. Here's where the changes come in play. Saturday evening, the timeline has been advanced. It's been moved up from what it was earlier for this wave of rain to come in Saturday night. I still think it'll probably be closer to 10 o'clock to midnight before rain starts to press in from the north. Some data, though, suggests that we could find rain and storms as early as 7 or 8 o'clock Saturday evening. That'd be bad news for the firework displays, but a lot of the data still leans towards a later time of arrival for that rain. We'll go ahead and put about a 20 to 30% chance of rain showers and storms Saturday evening. That is something we're watching out for sure. Okay, we're going to break the dome after that. There's a cold front coming in Saturday night, Sunday morning. Some rain showers. Hot weather gets pressed down to the south. Today, 90 degrees, a few clouds, steady south wind. Nothing major today. Tonight, low 70s. Tomorrow, 90 degrees for your Independence Day. Tomorrow night for fireworks. Again, I'm going to try to hold the rain off until probably after 10 o'clock at the earliest. Some data, though, brings it in earlier. That'll be something to watch on your Saturday evening. Sunday, upper 80s to near 90. Hit or miss rain through the day. Sunday, we'll find hit or miss rain showers Monday and Tuesday as well. It doesn't look like anything widespread, but it's not going to be consistently hot and sunny as we start next week. Looks like we'll find upper 80s. Stoker.
Tom, thanks. In celebration of Independence Day, the Springfield Greene County Park Board is announcing public schools in Springfield will be hosting their Splash and Sizzle program tomorrow. You'll be able to get into Fast Night, Meteor, and Silver Springs pools for $1 or for free with a canned food donation for Ozarks Food Harvest. Each pool will be open July 4th from 12 to 5:30 p.m. The 4th of July holiday season is the busiest time of the year in emergency rooms and burn units. Children are among the most affected. They suffer from serious burns, lacerations, eye, ear injuries, and even dismemberments. Fire officials demonstrated here how dangerous it could be when children are playing with sparklers, and once it hits their clothing, the fire spreads fast.
Sparklers can reach 1,000 or 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a serious injury to a child or infant hand, and those injuries are ones especially we do not need to see. Sparklers are not toys and should not be taken as such and not given to little children.
Safety officials recommend people to attend professional fireworks shows to prevent long-lasting injuries. Ozarks First will be broadcasting 2 fireworks displays from around the country. The first one is the Celebrate 250 Red White Boom in Columbus, Ohio. You can watch this show this weekend on the times that you see on your screen. We'll also be showing the Celebrate 250 Big Bay Boom from San Diego, California. You'll be able to watch it on all 3 stations. The dates and times are listed on your screen there. And just a heads up, both shows might be joined in progress on Fox 49. That's because of coverage on the FIFA World Cup tournament. Coming up, we'll show you how the Arkansas National Guard is honoring America's 250th anniversary in a unique way. Welcome back. Earlier this week, members of the Arkansas National Guard honored America's 250th birthday with a special tribute high above the skies. Kaden Michaels gives us a look.
It's more than just an ordinary flyover. The Arkansas National Guard's mission this week, to bring America's 250th birthday celebration to communities across the state. And as people cheer from below, the warm welcome doesn't go unnoticed.
It's really nice to see a collective effort and general support from the public and just overwhelming appreciation there. It's definitely encouraging.
Devin Crawley took part in Wednesday's mission and says that appreciation reminds him why he chose to serve.
It's a great country that we serve, and to be a part of that, it's very, very encouraging, and it gives you that drive to put in the long hours, the additional work that it may come.
The Guard says they started planning flight routes 6 months ago to be sure every community got a chance to take part.
Trying to connect all these communities together, and that's been fun and a challenge for us. But then to see the communities build other events around this and creating that as some energy to celebrate the 250 has been a lot of fun.
4 hours of flight time in a day can be long, but the National Guard has come up with ideas to help time pass. A friendly game of rock, paper, scissors. But Crowley says the scenery of Arkansas truly makes the hours fly by.
Being able to just kind of get an aerial view of that really gives you a strong perspective of how awesome our state truly is.
He says the flyovers are more than a celebration. They're a tribute to the veterans who served before him.
They're the pavers of what we are able to do today. Without them, none of this would even be possible.
And that was Kaden Michaels with the story. We're back to wrap up the midday show right after this break. Stay tuned.
All right, folks, welcome back. Well, Stoker, guess what? It's going to be another hot and humid day for us. Again. And the humidity is what's really going to get us. Pool weather? Lake weather? Looks pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. I can't complain, Tom. All right, that's all we have for Ozarks First News at midday. We'll see you guys again very soon. Have a good day and a weekend.